Oh yeah, ay. When you need a hand and you don't know.
Hey everybody there on YouTube, thanks for coming in and checking everything out today. It's the Sunday 14th coffee chat rant, however you want to put it. And so today we're going to go over a few things. We'll get to those things in a minute, but right now I wanted to say, you like the lights? I got these lights to go on Little Burrow when I take it out for rides at night around the strip and stuff. But as I was looking at how I put it on there were some attachment issues and things that I need to look at. Like, I want to be able to take it off as well as put it on very easily. So I don't want to like glue it or zip tie it really. So I'm looking at how I can do that. But I wanted to say June is the month for sales, and we have the Watt Wagons demo. I actually marked this down, $50 under invoice, free shipping included. Whew, you guys are killing me here. But I can't guarantee I won't ride it again before it goes. I've really been holding myself back from going on any rides on it since we put it up for sale. And because it's such an awesome bike, I will clean it up before it goes to you unless you absolutely want the Nevada dust shipped to you. But yeah, this one right now, $6,500. That is literally $50 under my invoicing on it. Just get it out there and get somebody else enjoying it. You know, that's really the goal. I mean, otherwise I'm gonna ride the hell out of this thing, and then no one's gonna want to buy it because it'll be my bike at that point. You might have noticed we got a Segway sitting here. I traded a bike, one of our demos, to somebody. If you watched the ride video I just put up for the Little Burrow, the night ride, you might have seen Brandon in there, and I traded Brandon. What's up, Brandon? Traded him that for a couple of Segways. One is a base, so I have somebody looking at that right now, checking the battery pack, see what we can do, and then we're gonna see if it's worth it to repair them and maybe sell them to you guys at a great price, or if it's more, you know, helpful and, you know, return on investment to just part them out, because these wheels are actually worth like $50 a piece. I did not realize Segway parts were worth so much, but good following. Obviously, it's a great product. People really like their Segways, that's what I'm guessing, or they have deep investment in them already, and so they want to get parts, and so that may be the best thing for us to do. But we'll find out. You know, it's like I said, we do all kinds of micromobility here. The Little Burrow, I have a video that I just did, not just the riding videos I've been doing, but I did a quick little feature video set that I'll be posting, because I've got to say, when I first got this way back, like, what is it, 8 months ago now, so, I was not expecting it to be as fun a ride as it's become. The motor doesn't really sound like a whole lot, pardon me, when you consider the weight of the bike and the weight of the rider, but with its design and the shock capability, it really lends itself well to some balance riding, jumps, things like that, like little bunny hops, popping off the curb. I mean, yeah, it's just been a blast to ride, and it's solid and stable the way it is with these tires. Like I mentioned in the previous video that I haven't posted yet, but I will. The 500 watts good, it gets you going. If you're not looking for anything too fast or too fancy, I think that's a great option. You get the larger battery pack with it. I have a 29 amp hour battery pack in here at 48 volts, and it just goes. I mean, we're talking 50, 60 miles plus, depending on how you ride it. Yeah, it's just a fun bike. I mean, I've been really, really impressed overall. I mean, yeah. Another thing I wanted to cover, we've started the stock accessories and stuff for you. So you see, I have some tire liners here. This is a pair that I'll be doing a video on, putting them in the Little Burrow, because I'm tired of getting nails and stuff through my tires on this thing. So yeah, we have these available. They're $30 for a set. a set, so you get two. That's $15 a tire. That's basically like the cost of an inner tube. By the way, we have inner tubes for sale as well, and tires. So if you need those, let us know. Go get some. Yeah, and so that's what we'll be doing. We're putting this in Little Burrow. I got those available. Go get them ordered, because man, there is nothing. Nothing ruins your ride time. Nothing ruins your commute time like blowing a flat and then having to spend 20 minutes to an hour on the side of the road fixing it. It is just so crazy annoying. I actually had to call my wife because I was heading down for a group ride and got a huge nail in the tire, and didn't have my kid on me, and just couldn't find an air pump around, which in the middle of town, you'd think there'd be an air pump around. Yeah, and so I had to have her come get me and just throw it in the back of the truck and go home and fix it. Very embarrassing, for me at least. So yeah, so get those tire liners, get those inner tubes, spare inner tubes, tires, things you need. We're getting them put up, we're getting them in, getting them going. So yeah, so I think that you can probably see you got some other bikes, the Pasolec PX3. People have really enjoyed these as we've sent them out. They've gotten back to us. They said they really love them. They love the easy step through. They love the speed and the power the motor has. Comes with a 13 amp hour battery, but this battery style you can get all the way up to 24. I think I've seen it as high as. Yeah, so it's a good battery pack, good bike. The contacts, we may start carrying the 750 watt class 1 again. I love these frames. I was just really disappointed with how things were handled with 1,000 watt. But every time I ride this bike, it's like, oh, it kills me that I don't have these listed right now, because I honestly I love this one too. It's a lot of fun to ride. Yeah, so there's just some points and some things going on. I'm working towards getting the location open. When you work on big things, it takes a long time. That's the unfortunate reality of stuff. But we have the motorcycles coming in, which I do want to point out as well. If you don't get your pre-order in, right? So this is how the pricing structure works. You get pre-orders, which means we haven't placed the order. We're trying to see how much interest there is, and there's a lot of interest, but a lot of you seem to want to wait till we get them in. It's fine. It's understandable. So pre-orders, you're putting the most faith out there. You're taking the most risk with us, and I mean with us jointly, and so you get a discount. That's right. So if you're placing a pre-order on an electric motorcycle before we place the actual order, you're getting a discount. Now, the next stage in this will be reservations. All right, which is what we're gonna probably move to about middle of this week, is the reservation stage. So what reservations means is we've already put the money out for these units. We've already placed the order. They're coming in. They're getting produced. And at this point, you're going to pay a little more. So it's probably going to be about $500 or so more for the reservation stage of the order process. And then the final stage will be on site. So the problem with that is if you're waiting to get it till it's here in front of you and you can go test ride it, come back, say, I want it, here's my money, take the bike home, that's going to be the most expensive point of purchase for anybody. And the reason for that is once we've brought it in, once we've QC'd it, once we've verified it, and we've slapped our seal on it, and you hadn't pre-ordered it, right, that adds flooring costs, that adds carrying costs, that adds other costs that we have to now apply to the purchase of that bike. And so, unfortunately, if you're one of those people that are waiting till we have it in stock to send you, you're gonna pay the most. You're probably gonna pay about $1,000 to $1,250 more for that bike. I wish I could say I'm sorry. It's just the way the business is. It's how the pricing and the costs and stuff work. And so, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. What we try to do is give you opportunities to get it at the least amount possible before it becomes the normal price, which is what I would say. So what you see listed on the website right now and what people are buying these at right now is the pre-order price, okay? What you're gonna see listed starting next week will be we've placed the order, this is the reservation price, and it will be more expensive for all of the bikes. Not e-bikes, but all the electric motorcycles, sorry. And then there's the on-site price, which once we begin listing them as on-site and in stock, they will have their own price listed for that specific unit. So keep that in mind. If you want to get the best price on electric motorcycles we're bringing in, you really need to pre-order them. I'm just being upfront with you. I'm trying to be as transparent with you about how the business works and how it operates, okay? Gosh, I had a customer earlier this week. I went to give him a refund. He agreed to paying the payment processing fees that I have to incur whenever I do these orders for everybody, and then turned around and disputed the fees and won't talk to me about it. So our normal restocking fee, just so you all know, is 25%. So if you place an order, if it's a custom build bike like the Enduros, the electric motorcycles, anything like that, it is a 25% restocking fee for you to cancel that order. Because again, what happens there is now I have to refund your money. Now I have to put money in. That becomes interest and carrying costs. Then I have to wait till it gets here. Then it's flooring costs. So you see what happens there. Very normal, very common practice. I just want you all to be aware that that's how it's working with electric motorcycles too. So yeah, I don't know what this person was thinking about all that, but I've submitted the evidence that shows they agreed, and yeah, I'm sure that'll get taken care of. Anyway, back to the more important things in life. Gas. Man, gas prices are ridiculous. This is going to be the rant part. Get ready. Hey, if you don't like me ranting, if you don't like me going off, if you don't like me getting excited about things, stop watching now. I'll give you the out. Otherwise, sit back, because this is bullshit. How the fuck are we paying so much for gas? So, I mean, I sell e-bikes, right? And I should be like, yeah, charge us more. But I'm still like, are you freaking kidding me right now? And then if you go and actually do research on it, you find out it's not because of the war. And gas companies are making mad money. Oil companies are making so much money right now. If this was all related to war costs, there would be a level or even decrease in overall profits in oil companies and gas companies. There are freaking gas stations threatening to shut down because they don't want to gouge people for gas. Because they are literally saying they know people are being gouged for gas and they don't want to be a part of it. How the hell are you not upset about this? I'm so upset. I have to pay so much at the gas tank now. It really annoys me. I'm like, whoa, calm down there, Trigger. You're freaking gonna go off on somebody. Seriously. And if you want to tell them to shaft themselves, go get an e-bike. Place an order, get one of these things, and get yourself some solar panels so you can charge it up without having to plug it into your wall. And you can tell, because what's happening overall is the oil and gas companies see this as an opportunity to charge more, to roll their business over into the renewable sector without it costing them a ton of say, capital investment or capital financing on the back end, which they will then have to charge into, blah, 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 there. It's just easier because now they can take all these front-end profits, throw it into this stuff, renewables, and then charge us more for electricity, which is already happening. So yeah, my mind is a little blown when you start digging into this stuff and you start realizing where the point is that the gas actually started going up and how it doesn't line up at all with anything going on in the Ukraine. That's a wag of the dog. I mean, really. So yeah, my big FU to them has been, I only fill up one car now. We do as little driving as possible, and I ride these bikes all over the place for every other errand I possibly can. We're going to get rid of one of our cars. I've already been talking to the wife about that. Alleviate an extra bill, as well as kind of force our kids into having to do this stuff, having to take an e-bike, having to use the bus, you know. And that's another thing. What is up with public transportation nowadays? You can't feel safe on that? I mean, does every bus ride have to turn into a scene from nobody for it to be safe? I mean, give me a break. Dude, if you see it, report it, get a cop on it, somebody's head busted. I mean, you know, it's not, you know what I mean, but get it taken care of because some of the people on the bus are a little rude. They definitely deserve something. So yeah, it's just been an interesting experience as I've started to get into this, and seeing how the gas prices have gone up, seeing how the prices for new cars have gone up. And I'm holding out, people. I'm really trying to do everything I can to give you the best deals possible on these things without raising the prices. And it's hard. I mean, I'm actually getting to a point where the costs are coming in and I may have to start raising prices on these. You know, like I said, I've held out as long as I can. And, you know, you guys wait to buy stuff. That's on you if the price starts going up and then you have to pay more later. That's... You know, I do everything I can, really. So, yeah, I'm trying to help. You know, gas prices suck. There's all kinds of stuff we're being told that is or isn't true, that is or isn't applicable. But if you want to just be able to say it doesn't matter to me anymore, go electric on stuff. Get yourself some solar panels. That's my next step. So, small solar panel array, plug in every bike I got. Now just off the grid charge. Do stuff with the AC. I mean, it's really getting to that point, people, where we need to take some control over that, right? We need to have things that we're doing. Instead of complaining about the price of gas, we need to do things to alleviate it from being a pressure in our lives, right? And then these companies that are, from what's being said, gouging us for gas won't be able to gouge us for gas because we won't be buying it from them. It's that simple. So that's my rant part. Just go back over everything. We got the Watt Wagons. This would be a beast to take into the office and stuff. No one's gonna mess with you on this bike. They won't be able to catch you on this bike. Freaking A, man. I'm gonna go ride it around here in a little bit and go tease the cops. So, it's Sunday. It's a fun day to do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. They're usually out Monday. The neighborhood, they do training out here. So 6,500 shipped. Ready to go. I freaking am sad to even sell it. Like I said, I'm gonna ride it at least a couple more times before I send it out. Working on some Segways. We're gonna apply, see some shit stuff, see what they do. We got the Little Burrow. I'm considering right now. I'm actually considering taking the Little Burrow from here to Prim. And if you don't know, Prim is just a little over 50 miles away. I think. With the battery pack, I think I can actually take this from here to Prim. We have some nice days coming up this week, and if I hang out down there for like 4 or 5 hours to charge it, I can ride it back, right? So it'll be hot, but I'll be able to do it, and that'll be a good proof of capability as well as endurance, because it'll really heat the motor up and stuff going through the conditions out there. Might have to go back to selling contacts because a couple times I've ridden this thing, I really just love it. It drives me nuts that we're not selling it. And then, of course, hi, gas. What's up? Tell them to stuff it. Get yourself an electric bike. Even if you don't buy one from me, get one. All right? That's the best thing you can do. Use it every day. Get yourself a bike chain. Get yourself a helmet. Get yourself maybe even some pads, because I'll tell you, these things are like 20 to 30 plus miles an hour for some of you crazy people out there like me. And you can really hurt yourself at those speeds. So do as I ask, not as I do. Yeah, so sometimes, you know. But yeah, I think we just really need to look at how we're living, how we're doing things, and do better around it. Not just for our kids, but even just for us and our own sanity. So that's my Sunday chat, rant, coffee, thingamajigger. But that's it. So have fun, be safe, ride carefully, and pay attention on those roads, because not everybody else is.
Know that I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.